Welcome back to our channel Respect Education. Okay, today we are going to learn about trigonometric identities. Identities. First, let us see what is an identity. Listen carefully. Identity is a mathematical equation. Identity is a mathematical equation which is true for all the values of variables in that equation. Which is true for all the variables, for all the values of the variables in that equation. Let us say a small example. As you know, a plus b whole square. What is the formula of a plus b whole square? A square plus b square plus 2ab. In this equation, here you see a and b are called variables. So whatever values you substitute in place of a and b, it should be equal. Is it clear? That means this equation is true for all the values of the variables which are there in that equation. This is called an identity. Like that, so many identities are there. If an identity which has trigonometric ratios, identity which contains or which has trigonometric ratios as the variables, that identity is called trigonometric identity. So today we are going to learn about trigonometric identities. Trigonometric identities. An identity which has trigonometric ratios, okay, in it, that is called trigonometric identity. That is also true for all the values of the trigonometric ratio. Means all the angles have all the values of the trigonometric ratios of the given angle. Now here let us see. Actually we have three trigonometric identities. So first let us see one by one. For each one, we need to consider a right angle triangle. For example, let ABC be a right angle triangle which is right angled at B. That means here is right angled at B. Is it clear? Yes, now here we are taking the angle at A. If we are angle at A, then what is the opposite side for angle A? BC. BC is the opposite side. And adjacent side is? AB. AB is the adjacent side. And hypotenuse is? AC. AC is the hypotenuse. Okay. Now, which kind of triangle it is? Right angle triangle. For right angle triangle, there is a special theorem. What is the theorem? Pythagoras theorem. Yes, let us apply here Pythagoras theorem. So, by Pythagoras theorem, square of the hypotenuse, that is AC square, is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Means AB square plus BC square. This is the Pythagoras theorem. Here, to get the first identity, let us take the equation as equation number 1. To get the first identity, let us divide both the sides with AC square. So here, let us divide both the sides with AC square. Let us right now divide equation 1 by AC square. Now here left side what is there? AC square. So AC square, and we are dividing by AC square. So by AC square will come. Is it clear? Yes, now this is AB square plus BC square by AC square. Since AC square is the single denominator, it can be splitted for the both. So here AB square becomes AB square by AC square plus BC square becomes BC square by AC square. Is it clear? Now here you understand, AC square, they both get cancel. So here you get 1. Let us write here, it is 1 is equal to, now AB square by AC square, it can be written as AB by AC whole square. AB by AC whole square. Same way BC by AC whole square. Now here you understand carefully, 1 is equal to AB is adjacent side by AC is hypotenuse. Which trigonometry ratio is adjacent side by hypotenuse? Cos theta. Here theta is at A, so it is cos A. Here you understand, cos A whole square. Cos A whole square can be written as cos square A, but not cos A square. I repeat, cos A whole square can be written as cos square A, but not cos A square. So let us write this as cos square A. It is cos square A. Plus, here you see what is BC? Opposite side. By what is AC? Hypotenuse. Which angle is suitable for opposite side by hypotenuse? Sin theta. Here theta is at A. So it is sin A whole square. What is sin A whole square? Sin square A. Is it sin A square? No, it is sin square A. It is sin square A. Is it clear? Yes, so let us take this as Roman number 1. And at present, consider this cos square A plus sin square A is equal to 1. Name it as equation number 1. And in fact, this is the one of the trigonometric identities. As I told you, there are 3 identities. So in which first one we got it? It can be read as sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. Say once again.
Sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1.
This is the first identity. Now we are going to find the, means derive the second trigonometric identity. Let us see here, always for deriving any identity, this is the base. Now here, earlier we have divided this equation 1 by AC square. Now let us divide the same equation with BC square. Is it clear? Yes. Now here what happens? Let us see. Now divide we can write it as here equation 1, this is Roman number 1, by, now let us divide this one with BC square. Now already you know equation 1 is here in front of us, that is AC square is equal to
AB square plus BC square.
Now let us consider it, divide with BC square both the sides. Now AC square becomes AC square by BC square. Is it clear? Yes. Now here, this AB square becomes AB square by BC square plus BC square becomes BC square by BC square. Here what will get cancelled? BC square, they get cancelled one time. Now here you see AC. Here what is AC? Hypotenuse. And BC is opposite side. So hypotenuse by opposite side is cosecant square A. So let us write this as cosecant square A is equal to, now here AB square is adjacent side by BC square is opposite side. Adjacent side by opposite side is cot A. It is cot theta. So it is square is there. So let us write cot square A plus it is 1. Is it clear? Here you observe 1 is left side. So here let us keep the 1 also, either one side, left side, right side. So let us send this cot square A this side. Then what happens? Here you see cosecant square A minus cot square A is equal to 1. Let us consider this as the second trigonometric ratio, means identity. This is the second trigonometric identity. This is the first one. This is the second one. Now we are going to derive third one. That is again same as usual. Divide this one, this Roman number 1 by, can you guess with what we should divide now?
AB square.
Very good, AB square. Because earlier when you have divided with AC square, that is over. Now here we have divided with BC square also over. Now we are going to divide with AB square. So divide first equation by AB square. Now let us write the first one now. AC square becomes AC square by AB square is equal to, AB square becomes
AB square by AB square.
AB square by AB square plus BC square becomes
BC square by AB
BC square by AB square. Clear? Now here what will get cancelled? AB square they get cancelled one time. Now here AC, what is AC? Hypotenuse. And AB is adjacent side. Hypotenuse by adjacent side is secant A. That is secant A. So this will be secant square A. This is secant square A is equal to, this is 1 plus. Now here BC square is opposite side. BC is opposite side and AB is adjacent side. Opposite side by adjacent side is tan A. So the square will become tan square A. Clear? Now here as usual, as we want to keep number 1 one side, so let us send this tan square A from right hand side to left hand side. So here we have secant square A minus tan square A is equal to 1. So this is the third trigonometric identity. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we are going to write all the three in a place to make it understand very clearly. You can remember it also. See here, let us write this first one. Just here I am changing the order. Cos square A plus sin square A. Since it is addition, so we can alter it. So we can say sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. So finally we have three trigonometric identities. Those are, first one is sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. Clear? Now these two are there. So I am writing this one as the second one, that is secant square A minus tan square A is equal to 1. So here you can ask me, sir, here you have tilted it, means you have changed the order. Can we change here the order? So can we write tan square A minus secant square A? Is it possible? No. Why? Because here it is addition. Addition, however you add, you will get the same answer. For example, you take this as 3, this as 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. Same way reverse, 5 plus 3 is
8.
The same way here you see, for example, 5 minus 3 is 2. But 3 minus 5 is minus 2. Are they equal? That's why whenever negative symbol is there, we should not means change the order. So you should keep in mind the same order. So here also this third one is cosecant square A minus cot square A is equal to 1. These three are called trigonometric ratios. And one more thing here, as it is addition, so we can add anyhow. That's why it has no limits. Means every value is suitable, means every value gets satisfied with that. But the thing is that for these two, where we have the minus symbol, that negative symbol is there, for them there is a rule. You remember that A should be the angle of A should be an acute angle. That means here the condition is that 0 is less than or equal to A, that is less than or equal to 90 degrees. So A should be in between 0 to 90 degrees in both of these, means second one, third one. Here also I am writing 0 degrees is less than or equal to A, that is less than or equal to 90 degrees. Is it clear? That means in last two, A should be the acute angle. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now what are the identities? First one is sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. Is it clear? In place of A you can say theta also. Right? Now here also secant square A minus tan square A is equal to 1. And third one is cosecant square A minus cot square A is equal to 1. Here I would like to tell you a small thing which can be remembered by you easily. Okay, the trick is that here you see, for example, you pick up the starting okay, letters. Here it is S, here it is C. Here it is S, here T, here it is C, and here also C. Clear? Now let us make a small trick using this. SC, here I am taking it as school. Here is S, here is C. So here it is SCHOOL. This is school, in which remember S and S. Clear? So when you have joined in a school, then you will be called as a student. While leaving the school, they will give you 2 certificates, in which one is study certificate. One is study certificate. One is study certificate and other one is conduct certificate. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So when you have joined in a school, by the time you will become a student, when your course gets completed, then immediately they will give 2 certificates. Those are, first one is study certificate and second one is conduct certificate. Here you see which letters are here. You see this is S and C, using which you can remember the first identity, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Is it clear? Now for the second one, it is S and T. It is S and it is T. So here you see this is, remember, as secant square theta minus. Here you do remember these two, last two will have minus. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. And third one, this C stands for cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Can you say without seeing now? Shall we try?
Yes, sir.
But don't look at the board, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the first identity? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. What is second identity? Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. And third identity? Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like, share and subscribe our channel. And please do not forget to press the bell button so that you will get the notifications from our channel. Thank you very much.